Good evening, everyone. Welcome back. How are you all doing? It's an amazing evening, and I am back again for casting this game number two, guys. This is me, Scared Yet, with my co-caster Annie. We're gonna introduce the teams to you in just a few seconds, but before that, Annie, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm just tired of the workout that I was doing just a few hours ago. But I'm so hyped up for this match as it's actually nine tamed souls on the blue side taking on Ryuga Esports on the red side. And with that, let's jump into the bans right away. As we can see, all the four heroes have been banned out: three mages and a Beatrix. What are your opinions on that? And no one can hear you, any. I believe she has just disconnected. That's a shame, but all right. She'll be back in just a few minutes, guys. Till then, I'm gonna continue with the analysis. So Serena is a pretty good ban, I would say, because she can land in those amazing abyssal arrows along with the traps that she sets up all around the map. You can get a lot of information with that hero. Plus, Valentina is absolutely insane with that burst damage that she possesses. Plus, the ultimate I am you can steal the ultimate of an enemy. So, if there's a tank that's got setup skills, she can provide that kind of setup to her own team. And definitely is scary. So, it's going to be Ryuga banning those two heroes out, while Sicilian and Beatrix. Target bans coming in by the side of nine tamed souls. Sicilian is absolutely like a beast in that mid lane. Well, Beatrix into that goal lane. Now, looking at the picks currently, Brody, Uranus, as well as Roger by nine team souls. So they're going to go for the double marksman strategy. Roger into the jungle. Brody will come online in the mid game, while Uranus is unkillable in that EXP lane and can dominate it pretty easily. While Ryuga Esports have gone with the Lilia pick along with the Jawhead. So it's going to be Bloody Face playing the Jawhead on the Rome roll, while Glue is going to be coming out from Scythe in that EXP lane. So it's going to be a tank versus tank in that EXP. It's basically a brick wall coming in from the side of Ryuga Esports. They're not going to win that lane, but they're not going to let Uranus win that lane either. Now, in the next banning phase is going to begin. It is going to be real banning, or
Chat,
probably a
maybe?
mage. Okay, you're back. Welcome back.
Sorry for that. That was issue. The whole time when it was perfect, and at the last moment, yes. But I was right again. The mage ban, they don't want that Pasha, so they're gonna ban mage. And Vices is gonna be banned for the hyper rules. So basically, the bans are good. Now all we gotta see is Ryuga pick that hyper and a gold laner. And we're right ready.
Probably. They do need a gold laner, and I was gonna say that Clint should be the go-to option, and they picked it up right in front of us. Brody up against a Clint, so it basically is a lane for Clint, but Brody can play it pretty smart as well. He can just brick wall Clint and just stay at a safe distance while clearing all those minions. Dreadnought armors will be coming up from both the sides. Diggy is going to be the roamer for the side of nine tamed souls, along with the Kagura for that burst. She will definitely try to target the Clint, and if Wabi manages to take Ryul out, then she can give a massive advantage to her own team.
Definitely, that is what is going to happen, and we have both the teams draft right in front of us. Scared yet my favorite draft. If you're gonna ask me, I'm not gonna choose a side, so I'm gonna ask you today, which is your favorite draft?
I really feel like the draft of both the team is extremely balanced. There's Diggy's time journey to counter the Jawhead, as well as the reverse time to keep him in place. While there is Glue for Ryuga Esports that can just jump into the backline with a split and try and get a setup in for their own team. So it's a pretty balanced draft. But if I have to choose a side, I really feel like I'm gonna go with nine team souls in this match, because the early game seems to be pretty decent, and they have a a pretty good mid to late game as well. So We'll have to see what happens as we're going to jump into the land of Dawn, everyone. It is going to be 19 souls on the blue, taking on Ryuga Esports on the red side. The second last match in round 2. Let's see which team gets the win. So, Annie, look at the position of Diggy, just trying to, get get some poke in on Silverhawk as well as Bloodyface, and also providing the vision to Brody side by side.
He's gonna be the most annoying one to kill and the most easiest one to kill. So if you know what I meant, you know the game. Am I right, guys?
You're absolutely correct. Now, Kagura is actually losing the lane against Tirin. So, Wabi is having a pretty difficult, pretty hard time getting that, clearance in the mid lane. So that means it's going to be Ryuga with the advantage in that mid lane. We might possibly see a first blood. She goes in for the stun. That's gonna be the shadow bombs. Alright, Kagura's safe. She's just gonna get that minion and will recall for now.
That is common sense, and yes, he will recall for now. But look at that bot, Joy. Is he really gonna be in the bad position? Nope, he's just gonna retreat back. That Diggy is gonna be clearly very annoying. See, the turtle is gonna be up in 19 seconds. There is that Lancelot and Blue going in for Uranus.
Absolutely.
Maybe.
He gets it with a flicker, but it is not enough. The execute coming in from side along with the puncture. They managed to get a pick off, but Blue goes in for the split flit. Roger has already used the lack and pounce. There goes in Kagura. There is the grab. Lancelot coming in. That is going to be 3, 4, and 0 trade in favor of Ryuga Esports, and they're going to take this turtle. The early advantage, the early snowball that Lancelot needs. He's getting it. He is getting it right away, and look at the position of Ryuga. They are playing aggressive now. Diggy is the one who is retreating while he was actually poking the enemy out.
Red team has slain the turtle.
Definitely, and Lancelot get that turtle without any trouble. So yeah, they do have the goal difference because we saw Lancelot getting that 3 kills for 0 trade and the turtle, so they are ahead in the gold. I say 2k, 2.5 somewhere. But yeah, Kagura is having a lot of trouble with that Lilia, and she is gonna keep poking. Look at that Lilia. She knows where to position. Okay, I saw that. But
and Tyrion actually. Oh, okay, Silverhawk gets in with those dashes, but that's going to be Wabi sidestepping the. What was that skill called? Thorn Rose. Sidestepping the Thorn Rose. Yes.
Sounds funny, but okay. Again at the board, there is Jawhead, there is Diggy, there is Clint, and then there is Brody. They are just clearing the minions, coming back, clearing the minions. I feel sad for Kagura. She's just gonna use the ult on Lilia, but then Lilia is gonna use the ult and go back to her position with full HP again. Ouch. You feel the pain, right?
Definitely, because that's just what the black shoes are meant for, baiting out major ultimates. But looking at the bot side, it's going to be Roger securing 1 kill, Jawhead being picked off, while in the top side it's gonna be Silverhawk taking care of Rafiki. Okay. Clint was picked off as well in the bot side. Annie, I totally missed that.
While you were focusing on top, I was focusing on the bot. So yeah, it was basically Brody did give a lot of damage. Clint almost escaped, but then Roger just slid in with that kill, and the top turret was taken down already. Okay,
Well,
now I have the top thing.
It was just Lancelot, they chunking away the gold as well as the tower. He can do it pretty quickly, while that gives the Ryuga Esports a very big advantage. They already have almost 1.9k goal lead in their advantage, and they can clearly get that snowball in because their positioning, I really would say, is a little better. That's going to be Diggy using the time journey. It has been baited out, so that means that Glue is free to use his split as well as grab. He goes in for it. Diggy has been taken out. Silverhawk jumping back in with the phantom execution, secures a kill on Kagura. They take care of him. Meanwhile, Glue zones out Roger.
team has
That's gonna be
slain the
turtle
turtle.
secured right away. Uranus has jumped in from the
Red
top side, but the
team's
fight
hero
continues in the
has
bottom
been
lane as
slain.
Clit is
Hero
being taken
has
down by
been
Brody, but Clue
slain.
takes the revenge. He goes in for the punish. Uranus jumping in with the flicker, gets ejected. 4 members in, but that is the turnover. Look at that. Roger comes in with a killing spree. There's the double. We might possibly see a maniac at this point. No, Uranus falls in the process. Glue is extremely low. Scythe will manage to retreat. Silverhawk comes in for the save.
Damn. I was blank the whole time. That was too quick. But yeah, the fight is an advantage of Team Ryoga now. They do have the goal difference. Again, it was just 1.5k. Now it's 2k. Kagura being taken down. That Lance is like, I'm gonna come in and take you down.
I just
Silverhawk
can't even.
definitely knows what to do.
Bobby is having a very hard time in this match because he's going 0-3 at this point. Only has a clock of destiny in, while on the contrary, it's Lilia already with the enchanted talisman is probably going in for the genius one or maybe a necklace or maybe an ice queen one. It's pretty confusing. But look at the bot side. It is Bloody Face actually, staying in that bush. Bobby scouts him out. Turtle is gonna come in the top lane. Uranus is there. He has to clean it. Oh, reverse time. Bloody Face is gone. There is no ejector available. But the roundabout memory connect. Yes, it connected, but not enough damage. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, that's going to be legendary for Silverhawk. He is on his signature Lancelot, and they're gonna take the mid lane tower down while Roger secures the bot tier 1, but I really feel like mid lane for tier 1 has a very, importance, very high importance in the map because it actually
A
gives
huge
you a
impact.
vision. Yeah, that was the word I was looking for. Thank you.
I got your back.
You
But yeah,
definitely have.
yes, and the third turtle is up. Will Roger go for that turtle this time? Because I feel that Ryga is gonna focus on that bot tier pushing. And Brody is taken down again. I feel sad for Diggy as well, but yeah, the turtle might be secured by Roger
Blue
very
team has
easily
slain the turtle.
in trade for two of their teammates and one turret.
The gold laner who is the late game insurance for the side of 9 souls. So they have to play it pretty safe right now because the win conditions of Ryuga Esports are being fulfilled. But they need to wait for the late game because Uranus will get pretty tanky. Ejected though in the top lane with the Phantom execution coming in by Silverhawk secures a kill on Rafiki. He is going 0-4-2. He is running on the concussion, concussive blast tank emblem. So he will be pretty tanky. But he is not for now. He went in for the brute force breastplate first. I am quite surprised that there is no anti-cuirass when there is a Lancelot in the opponent. So it is something I really feel like might have been misplay coming in by the side of 9 souls because you do need an anti-cuirass when there are heroes in the enemy like Clint and the Lancelot, the Jawhead who depends on skill. While look at that, Diggy bursted down like anything. That's going to be Brody trying to mark them, but the damage is just too much. Lancelot is way too farmed right now. Uranus trying to get some damage and on Bloody Face, but he's the tank. There goes in Glue with the split split. Look at that burst though. Kagura tries to sidestep. Lancelot is just gonna jump towards his teammate. Uses the Thorn Rose to defend. Oh, jeez, did you see the
Red
burst?
team hero has been slain.
I am seeing the burst. Okay, Roger getting a double kill. He might even get a triple kill, but he'll just retreat for now. Look at the damage Clint is doing and that Lilia. So yeah, chasing would not be a smart move, but retreat would definitely be.
Clint overstayed. Clint overstayed. He uses the wind of nature, but that's not gonna save him from the burst of Roger's Lycan Pounce as the duration expires, and that gives the advantage to 9 souls right now. As Silverhawk was shut down, he went 13-1-2. Probably gonna give them 500 gold, man. And they directly went in for the Lord. Lilia does not have the black shoes right now. Thrown apart memory coming in from Brody. Bursted down by Lilia. Right away there goes in Lancelot. Will we see a steal? Yes, Silverhawk gets in the steal and he is going in for the Diggy. Uses Aegis as well as the reverse time to control Lancelot's movement. Meanwhile, there is Sai jumping in. He goes in for the split. Let's see if he actually gets in the grab. No, he will just retreat and ejected by Blurryface just for fun though. The only thing that is working out for the side of 9 Tamed Souls is that the side lane minions were pushing towards Ryuga Esports. So they might be able to defend it, not very easily, but they're gonna lose their outer towers, that is for sure. Best case scenario, they defend it while all the inhibitors are intact, because looking at the farm difference right now, it's almost 6,000 in favor of Ryuga Esports, and they're going to jump in right now. Diggy goes in for the time journey right away, so no more CC immune coming in for the next 40 seconds. Lord will be taken down. Lancelot goes in, the burst is amazing, even Uranus can tank that. Annie.
I'm quite surprised, the rotation coming in by the team Ryuga. They're like just dominating the whole game, and that's something real great happening here for now. So yeah, like you said, they did manage to get those 3 turrets as well, and the goal just keep increasing. It just reached 7k. They are trying their best to defend, is all I can tell.
Yes, and even now there is still no anti-Kiris from the side of 9 Tamed Souls. Kagura is having a very bad game, 0-5. That is extremely unfortunate. Well, looking at the side of Ryuga, Clint, he went with the Endless Battle and the Wind of Nature right away, and now working for his Blade of Despair. So he'll be coming online in just a few more minutes. Roger going on with strong 3 items is going to work on his defense, probably a brute force breastplate at this point, while Brody has the Blade of Despair, is working for his Demon Hunter sword. Gotten the brute force just to be a little more tanky against the Lancelot. Let's see what the situation of the match turns out to be and how the things goes from this point. Though Kagura goes in for the yin yang overturn, forcing the black shoes out of Lilia, and she gets the reset on her shadow bombs, shadow energy, what are they called? The Lancelot comes in for the burst, takes down Kagura right away. He tries to escape, though there is the flicker of Uranus coming in. There are no more punctured assets available, and Uranus will be bursted down by the damage of glue, as well as Clint and Lilia. He is not tanky. He's not as tanky as he thought he was, and was punished heavily for that. There is going to be an amazing ejector. Brody taken out. Roger is caught between 4 people. He will jump away using his full form, but the bottom lane inhibitor is definitely being taken down by the side of Ryuga Esports, giving them the advantage they needed for this Lord. Now, and they're definitely going to go in and secure it.
Definitely they're gonna go for the Lord. And it's gonna be quite a easy Lord, because we can see that the team 9 Tamed Souls, they just have to defend now. They can't do anything right now. Playing defensive is all they can try, and getting that Lord wouldn't be a big deal for Lance, because his damage is great and it keeps getting greater and greater. So yeah, we can see the blue is trying to clear those minions to keep those lanes intact for now. I think either it's gonna be an end here, or if they manage to defend. Do you think will they manage to defend?
Those are the only 2 options remaining. There is no third option, Annie. Either it will end, or they'll be either the game will end, or 9 Tamed Souls will manage to defend. It's either of those 2 things. And you said these are the things that probably might happen. But okay. Yeah, there is one thing.
The third option. The game might turn over. Okay, this is the third option. But yeah, I don't see that option available for now.
Yeah, that is true, because Vavi needs to target the Clint, but Clint is playing it so safe, he is not revealing his position unless Kagura's yin yang overturn is baited out. Looking at the bot side, it's going to be Diggy being finished off, and amazing dodge coming in by Silverhawk of the Tone apartment, where there is Scythe jumping in with a split. Lord is working on the base, and it is going to be the grab not used. Scythe is extremely low in the HP. Lord has been taken down. Black Shoes not available anymore. They're working on the minions. There's going to be Clint jumping away, dashing away, and there comes in the attack of Ryuga. They take 1, they take 2. They're coming on for the base. There are a couple of minions available, and they're going to try and take down the crystal right away. Look at that Diggy jumping in. They take the mid inhibitor. It is so low. Lancelot working in for the base. That is going to be it. I really feel like Roger had to jump in somehow just for one like in pounds, and he might have secured a triple kill or at least a double in that scene.
But would it matter? No. Again, I'm sorry to be rude, but yeah.
I really feel like
Okay,
it
the
would
victory.
have, to be honest, because they could have worked for on the minions after that. But
No,
yeah, what do you
so
think went
basically
wrong
what
for
happened
19
was,
souls?
first let me complete. Basically, even if Roger would have got this double kill, there was that Lance who was just focusing on the base. So yeah, he wouldn't have done much there. So okay, what went wrong with the 9 souls is basically, I think, the mage. Look at that score 070. Only if they had picked a proper tank. I mean, yeah, Diggy was quite useful, but a proper tank would have been a better choice for them. And we thought that Uranus might be very tanky, but nope, not against the blue, definitely. So yeah, Team Ryza knew how to rotate, where to rotate and on what time. That Lance completely killed that game. So an amazing victory coming in for Team Ryza Esports.
um, that's basically it. You summarize the whole match. Now, there is still one more thing that I would like to point out, that there is no Athena shield on Clint, and I really felt like Kagura. She actually dealt quite a lot of damage. 40,000, like 40k damage. It's I believe the second highest in the team, because it's Roger and Brody with 24% damage each. So what I feel like that damage should have been directed towards the correct hero. That was a misplay, we might say, coming in for the side of 19 souls. But then again, Ryuga Explodes played extremely well. Lilia with those amazing baits, using the black shoes to jump away from the yin yang overturn, while Silver getting the MVP. His 16-1-5 record shows how well he played in this match. Signature hero for a reason now. Side 3-1-13, amazing on that blue. Dominant size curse helmet. Oracle as well as the anti-Cuirass, and Blurryface with those setups, with the ejector on Brody. He needed to mark Brody, and he did exactly that. So all in all, a very good game coming in for Ryuga Esports. An unfortunate loss for 19 souls, but for the viewers out there, there is still one more match remaining, so you need to make sure to stay tuned. Please hit that like button as well as click on the subscribe button. Hit that bell notification so whenever we come online, you get notified and you jump in to see these amazing matches, seeing the amazing casters like Annie and Marcus. They've got a lot of fan base, so why not just tune in whenever you guys feel like. We'll be right back, so stay tuned. Welcome back, everyone. Good evening. It's going to be the final match of the night between the teams Amusement Park on the blue side and Death Executors on the red side. The casters for this match will be me, Scariot, and the one joining me will be the rich guy, also known as Bloody Face. How are you doing, bro?
Your team
I'm not that rich, and to say it off loud on the stream, I might get a lot of skin giveaway requests. So yeah, let's jump back to the draft.
Humble AF, humble AF.
AF, bro. AF for life. Well, I'm doing I'm doing good right now, but I'm gonna be amazing because we have amusement park on the blue side. They've already banned out the Lilia and Valentina. Let's see the first pick. Quick guess is game.
Sicilian? This one, Sicilian, I was expecting to be Beatrix Clint. They're gonna go with the Sicilian, gonna go with some comfort picks right off the bat. Death Executors, they're gonna fight back with, alright. They're gonna take the Roger along with the Estes. I wanted to say Estes, but they picked it up. Now, what do you think should be the counter to an Estes and the Roger composition?
It's gonna be a Lolita and Clint coming up by the side of amusement. Lolita is still open for grabs. Clint is also available from the gold lane. And Allers as well, not to forget.
Yes, that is a pretty good, analysis coming in out from you, and it's going to be the Lolita along with the Louis. All right, pretty good pick.
It's a gold lane. It's a gold lane Sicilian. That's gonna be fun to watch.
Yes, definitely. And for the EXP lane, they probably want to pick someone who can actually jump into the back line. Esmeralda is banned out. The Executors playing in with the same ideology as they played in match 1, picking up the Phobius after banning out Esmeralda.
Well, the Phobius pick is actually good in team fight, but when it comes to lane clear, since he's got 2 recent, nerfs, so that spell, I mean, the damage has been quite nerfed, so it's not effective like before, and it's just that I love Phobius and I am being a Phobius main, so I'm quite sad on that now, to be honest.
I was sad on the nerf of Hanabi, but okay.
Your team
Hanabi. Yeah, she's gonna come back in meta soon.
Who
Let's
knows?
hope.
They just freaking nerfed the way she used to say the name of her ultimate. It used to be Higabana, and right now it's Higambana. I don't even want to listen to that. But let's just continue with the draft right now. It's going to be the Brody picked up by the Depth Executors for their goal lane. They banned out the Aldous while Clint was taken away by the amusement park. So they've got a pretty straightforward ideology because they want to play this game along Sicilian. They will have the early control with the Louis, so they're going to keep Roger in check because they have the Lolita for the setup. And since there is an Estes in the enemy, they would want to group up together. But there was a major mistake in the play of Death Executors in their game, and that was Phobius came in T5s way too late. So Amusement Park is probably a team that can
You should be
actually
ashamed for not
use
trusting yourself.
that mistake to their advantage, and it's going to be the Eudora yet again coming in for Death Executors. Bloody, we've got the drafts in front of us. Who do you think has the upper hand?
I would say the game-changing pick by the side of amusement is the Louis. Because Estes, when you have an Estes comp, like all the team, they try to stick together to, make up for that Ube strat, like ultimate bonding experience. So Louis is going to take advantage of that. She's just gonna spam her yin yangs and she'll dish out a ton of damage. So yeah, so I will go for the amusement parks draft. It's pretty counter draft, I would say. Like it's balanced and it's kind of effective against the Estes draft.
I will agree with you 100%. That's a beautiful analysis. So For now, I'm gonna place my bets on amusement park for this match, guys. We've got the poll in front of you. Let's see who gets the win in the final game of the evening of the round two. Amusement park on the blue side, taking on Death Executors on the red side. Allus Jungle versus the Roger Jungle. We will see who will get the win and get the ticket to round number 3. Uranus up against a 4 into the EXP Blurry. Both are the heroes that you're well versed with.
Yeah, well, Uranus is going to be a menace for that Phobius because that guy doesn't die, man. He just doesn't die. Like Esme is the only threat to Uranus in the start phase, but it's still a stalemate. Like Uranus is also a meta EXP laner, I would say. And Phobius, since he got that nerf on the first spell and the ultimate, so he's not that effective as before. So it's gonna be hard to kill Uranus because of his healing. So there won't be much, happening in the EXP. Just lane clear, apart from Phobius trying to kill Uranus and then dying in the process, maybe.
Whoa. The Ube strat is definitely coming against for Death Executors right now. We saw Louis wreaking havoc in the backlines of Death Executors. The damage from the Yin Yang was amazing.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a counter pick, man. Like, you want heal? Okay, so she'll give you death if you want heal. So that's how it's gonna work throughout the game. Like, the more you stick around Estes, the more you are prone to die in team fights because of the yin yangs.
Meanwhile, looking at the gold lane experience, Sicilian having the time of his life for now. It's not a pretty big deal for him to deal with the Brody. He's got the range advantage, and he can play front to back, but Brody has to seed. So that's I would say a disadvantage to him for now, and it's Brody just not being able to clear the wave or freeze it as he wants to. Meanwhile, there is a diversion coming up. We probably are gonna see. Okay, they're not gonna go in for the gank. They're just gonna try and steal away the purple buff,
which is being stolen successfully. So that Allus is, pretty farmed as well compared to the Roger. Like there's already a 600 gold lead, 6 or 500 gold lead. Let's see if he turns this into a snowball.
Yes, true. And Allus actually needs level 12 to actually to be very effective in the game. Like you're gonna come in front of him, you're gonna just die with those basic attacks, those increased basic attacks.
Well,
for the Roger, he can come online as soon as level 2. So I want to see some aggression from Death Executors. Plus they've got an Endura. Meanwhile, looking at the mid lane, Blurry, that's going to be a massive unyielding Fury, and the first blood over Estes. Allus getting an amazing kill.
Scared. The only issue that I have with this Allus character is his looks, man. Like, why can't Moonton, just work on his looks? I mean, this hero is the meta hero, no doubt, but he's a dwarf, man. And he deals what, 2.5k damage? How can a dwarf deal so much of damage?
You've got to ask the creator of what was the name of Thor's weapon? What was the name of Thor's weapon? I forgot. Mjolnir, and the second one was.
Oh, Mjolnir. Okay.
It's not Mjolnir. Come on, it's Mjolnir.
Come on, I'm from India, bro. I'll call it Mjolnir.
All right. That's gonna be another blue buff stolen by that dwarf from Roger. But it's going to be Roger trying to deal some damage on the Uranus. But Miracle Boy is gonna try and outplay Roger right there. Meanwhile, Phobius jumping in as well. Right. That's gonna be the disengage coming in from both these teams. Looking at the top side, it's still both of them are just coming in, clearing the wave and going back. There's no fight, there's no action. Meanwhile, Louis probably gonna deal an amazing damage, and that burst was outstanding to take care of Eudora right away. They know the target that they need to prioritize. They know who the problem person was in the previous match, and Amusement Park have done their homework. Roger is still farming up. He is 3 levels behind
Blue
Allus.
team has slain the turtle.
It's Allus.
I know, I know. Well, that was a great death bush set up by Marcus and Nosaka, and picking up
Red
the
team hero has been slain.
Eudora. Right.
Meanwhile, let's see what's happening in the top side. They needed to take care of Brody, and they've done that. That's going to be Sanguine Claws connecting, and Sicilian is dealing quite a lot of damage for now. Whoa! Double yin yang coming in. Shin is not there to secure that kill, though. Roger is there to punish Louis for now. She is gaining the shield. There comes in the yin yang yet again. Flicker forward. Eudora cancelling the burst with the Sanguine Claw. Sicilian comes at clutch and saves the life of his teammate. And Lolita coming in from behind, securing the shutdown on Roger. What a teamwork from the side of Amusement Park, while Allus was taking care of the mid lane tier 1 and now is rotating towards the bot side where Uranus is already winning his lane. Bloody, if this is not the best game for Amusement Park they've played till now.
Oh, really? I mean, okay. Yeah, well, it's the Phobius. I mean, his lane here is not as effective as Uranus, so he can't leave his lane and join the team fights. Only if he could have joined the team fight, we might have seen some trade-offs for the side of Death Executors. So that's where Phobius is stuck, clearing his lane and being stuck in the bot lane. Aniket won't survive this, and Patil comes for the heal and slow, but Miracle is too tanky and he's gonna soak up all that damage.
3v4, Newman on blast coming in. That is going to be an amazing win coming in for Amusement Park. They amuse everyone, especially the side of, Death Executors. They were inside the inhibitors. Brody is working on the tier 1 at the top side, trying to take the pressure away from his own teammates by getting some lane priority in that specific lane. It was a 5v4 gank in the bottom side, so that was the least he could do, and that's going to be the blue stolen yet again, and probably the third turtle of the game as well.
Yeah, that was a good punish coming in by Amusement, since they tried to mark Uranus, and that's what you get when you mark a Uranus. So yeah.
He actually made sure that the enemies use up all their skills on him, and that's basically how you play Uranus. You're being so unenergetic, bro. What's happening? Come on, get some energy.
Well, he's so tanky. I mean, he's probably more farm than anybody. No. Okay, Allus is the highest. And then comes Uranus.
He's going 303 right now, and he's level 12. So he's got his War Axe full. Oh my goodness, look at that burst. The one who has to save his team is the one who's taken out before he could use the Blessing of the Moon Goddess. So that's going to be a Flicker Phenomenon Blast used up, and Sanguine Claws connecting, and Senorita is going to be taken out of the picture. And look at that burst. Roger just taking it on his face. The Yin Yang's reaction coming in by the Louis, and that's going to be the mid lane inhibitor taken out. Lord marching down the bot lane, and I really feel like they wouldn't even need the Lord to finish it up. Phobius, Demonic Force not being able to cast, and that's going to be a full wipeout. Devil Bless You comes in, but they're just working on the base. It's not even an 11-minute game. They finished it up in 9 freaking minutes, bloody. And I really feel like all of us probably level 13 or 14 at this point.
He was 13. Well, yeah, it was Marcus on his Louis. It's one of his mains, and he plays really good and mean Louis. I mean, that death portal near the red bush, that was amazing. They they made sure that Eudora wasn't farmed enough to burst them out. I mean, because if Eudora was farmed, she could have picked Louis instead. So a very clean game coming in by the amusement park. So yep, they won in the draft and they executed well. Over to you, Skid.
I'm just gonna say that did their homework, and the counter draft, just as you said, worked out extremely well for them, and they played for their own win conditions. They wanted Ollus to farm up. Sorry, they got him farmed up. They
That's
did
right.
not even die once. They did not even die once. So kudos to amusement park. They really ended up amusing every one of us. Like not even one that it's actually, I would say, very disrespectful of them coming in. I'm not gonna say anything anymore at this point. Congrats to amusement park, and it's okay, Death Executors. You learned a lot, and we're hoping to see you again for the future tournaments. Now that is going to be it for the final match of the evening, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. We will catch you guys day after tomorrow. Tomorrow is off, so we'll catch you guys day after tomorrow with round 3, and the basically contest of the best among the best. That's going to be it. Thank you, everyone. Please click the links in the description, and those are of our Discord server as well as our website. And if you want to stay updated with the content that Colt Esports provide to you all, then you want to hop on to either one of them, or maybe both of them. Just help us out. Just click on those links and see all the things that we are planning for the future. I'll be taking my leave. This has been your caster Skate Yet with my co-caster Blurry Face. It has been an amazing night. Have a good night, guys.